those of us who love to talk, our favorite subject in school is always lunch or break time. But if you love the past, then you are like Evan. He looks forward to history class. In this month's Forever Family, we learn all about this kind and very smart 16-year-old. At Lubbock's Silent Wings Museum, history is all around you. 16-year-old Evan wasn't around for really any of it, but knows more about these planes and artifacts than the average person.
What did you learn today that you didn't know before?
That's kind of a good question because most of the stuff I already knew. I guess how big the planes actually are.
He's a fan of the 1930s and 40s, especially what soldiers wore during World War II.
The uniforms and patches.
His love for it all started back in junior high.
My first social studies class.
And while he is a history buff, he's still your typical teenager.
I like playing on my tablet. I don't like watching movies or shows. I like watching YouTube.
A typical teenager looking for a forever family who enjoys history like Evan, and he doesn't mind if you have a cat.
Because they're so cute and they're not too much trouble.
Having brothers and sisters is great, but Evan says being the only child is just as fine. But when it comes to playing basketball, he prefers a one-man game.
But I don't like playing as a team. I just dribble the ball around.
Oh yeah, dribble the ball around, maybe, throw up a few shots here and there.
Yeah.
He's also a big fan of watching international soccer, especially the World Cup. But not as much a fan of that as he is bacon.
Subway and McDonald's. The sandwich, a certain sandwich I get every time I go there.
Okay, what kind is it?
It has a bunch of ingredients like bacon and Swiss cheese on it.
What's your favorite thing at McDonald's?
Definitely the bacon cheeseburger.
As you can tell, Evan has a lot of different interests. Even I learned a lot from him that day at Silent Wings Museum. But this young man has so much to offer and hopes a loving family accepts him for who he is.
Thank you. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today.
So much fun getting to visit with him. He knows like where the battle started, where they moved up to, where they, joined another combat group.
Sure.
He knows everything. It was incredible.
And specifically World War II, that seems to be kind of his forte right there.
For sure. He likes, like you said, the 30s and 40s, but World War II is really his niche.
Just so intelligent. He seems to be a quiet young man.
Very quiet young man.
Gosh,
very smart.
So much inside him. Wow.
All right. Now, for more information on Evan, just log on to everythinglubbock.com and go to weekly features and click on Forever Families for this story.
Great.